Hey, so here's a Matti video for you. So we worked in a daycare yard, and then at the end of the daycare videos, you'll see us working one-on-one in the lobby. So we did do a walk this morning, and she did phenomenal. We got about halfway through our solo walk. I think I texted you this, and then we had a big truck walk past us, and she was like, nope, we're done, and then we had to come back. But that was the furthest we've ever gotten with just us. Now, I worked in the daycare yard because her best friend, as you can see on the left-hand side, is in the yard with her. So they are goofy and playful. So I wanted to see if I could work on disengagement while best friends are in the daycare yard. So I go back and forth between Matti, Daisy, and of course can't leave out Oakley. You'll see a little spotted border collie. Her name is Willow. She's also done training with me, and you can see her asking for the same commands too. But Matti, for the most part, she'll play and then she'll come back, and then she'll play and then she'll focus. Especially while we're in the yard. Right now she's off site, so I'm calling her. You can see Daisy and Oakley messing with each other. I know I'm working on calling Daisy over, but Maddie's like, I'll come, yay! And so I do reward Matti, but we do get nervous when other dogs kind of cut across her path. So this is where, I called you. You can step forward through all these dogs. That's a big confidence builder that we're working on. Honestly, this is so much better than what she has been, but it's still not solid like I would like. But I think this is the first time I've sent you a daycare, like we're working in the yard as she's playing. And I go back and forth with all the dogs. So this way it's not just solely focused on Matti for 10 minutes. It's kind of real life, like where you're doing something and then you call her, and you do something and then you call her. So it's more like I get to engage and then I get to stop, and then I get to engage and then I get to stop. So right now I'm walking Miss Daisy because we were having some struggles, and Matti was like, I'm gonna be right here. Now you can see where Matti gets a little nervous, and she's like, no, I'm gonna go on the other side. So she meets me on the other side. I praise her, and okay, let's go, let's walk. And she decides to come along with us. Now, you'll notice that there's a couple of dogs that really want to play with her, and Matti is just not interested. And that's okay. We'll keep building up her confidence. Now, especially watching this again, if you're like, where's Matti? She's right behind us. She's literally, my body is hiding her from the camera. She's right there with Daisy. Usually if you are looking for Daisy, you'll find Matti, and if you look for Matti, you'll find Daisy. Now, what's really funny with these two knuckleheads together is that if you call one, the other's like, oh, that's my name too. We're in the training yard, or we're in the daycare yard. It's just, they're two little peas in a pod, which is really sweet. So there's Matti. Now, she is definitely a little bit more nervous today. We have some bigger players in that yard, and she's like, I just don't know about this. But this is kind of our silly girl group, so she does have success. And right here, I'm giving her some love. She's doing really well with the commands that I've asked. And then we go back. Again, working on recall. Matti comes up behind me because she feels a little bit more safe, and that's okay. So now, here's us working in the lobby. She really has gotten placed down and feels very comfortable with it. I'd love to connect with you guys on getting your one-on-one scheduled so we can work on like home behaviors with her, especially like working on patio place or in the house place, things along those lines. But we were working on leave it. So now that she has this command, it's like, all right, ma'am, let's start making this real life work. Place and leave it are I think you've heard me say it before. It's the commands of have fun torturing your dog in a healthy, positive way. Really be kind of ridiculous and have fun with being ridiculous. But we always want to end on a positive note. So like right there, she did a leave it with 3 treats. When I released her, she got to eat all 3 of those treats. I'm also working on impulse control with her. She, especially I know a couple videos back, you saw her do like the spider crawl on the ground. So the more I jump up and be goofy, the more that I can trigger that. So we're working on place where, okay, doesn't matter whoever is holding your leash or what's around you, you have to ignore that and maintain that place. Now, one of the things to note on this session that you're seeing is, and it's a snippet of a much longer session, is that we saw dogs, we saw people, we actually got to go say hi to a couple people, and she's definitely nervous saying hi, but she wants to. And the individuals that she said hi to are people that all have Goldens, ironically, that have all done training with me. So they knew like, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do. But look at that body language. Look at that happy tail. She's excited. She wants to go there. She's offering place with before I have to ask it. So she really does understand this. Now, we also worked on recall in a safe environment. So she completely ignored that woman and came straight to me. So I gave her some love, and then she was like, I'm gonna go this way. So we just, gotta focus and walk back. Now I wanna note right here, she's going to offer a skill that I didn't ask for. So wait for a second. Right there. She did that on her own. That is a pleasing behavior. That is a huge step in her training. When you ask for sit place, if a dog lays down, it's them doing pleasing behaviors. If you ask for a down place, that's a whole nother story. But if it's a sit and then place, her laying down is her trying to settle herself, and that's phenomenal. Now, I am being mean, as we've kind of established. I'm bouncing a bouncy ball in front of her, and you can kind of see her ears where she checks in, and then I do reward, and she gets to come off of it. She gets a couple treats, and then we go back on it and do it again. Have fun being ridiculous. Unload your dishwasher, bring in your groceries, work on this place command, but have her on that leash to help her focus. Look at that chicken. Yes, she's doing phenomenal. She really is. When she's been in an environment that she's comfortable with, really growing her skills. And that right there, that little yawn, that's a little bit of a stress yawn. That's her really like, okay, I'm doing it. See, I'm doing it. And trying to calm herself down. But good job. So again, this is where she gets to say hello, and she's so excited. And then he leans down to try to be not so scary, and she's like, I like this, I think. Like she wants to say hi, she wants the rubs. And you can see her checking in for validation. I reward it, yes, good girl. And then we walk away. We keep the interaction pretty short, but she got treats and praise for that. And then again, I start messing with her with the ball, but there's 3 people in the lobby that she's not scared or nervous with. Now, you'll occasionally see someone walking right behind that tree is a doorway that kind of goes through that door. That did kind of startle her a couple times. It was very unusual. So unusual things that are unexpected. So right here, watch. So you can see I'm going to reward this. I ask her for it down again, just because she was doing some phenomenal. But it was, yep, good girl. And then can we do this instead? So you don't give it a ton of attention, but you do acknowledge it. But there's about 2 to 3 more minutes left on this video. Really good work today with Miss Matti. She's really shining through, and I'm so proud of her. Let me know when you schedule that first private lesson, and we'll go from there.